tonight, it's all about coaching. Two names that have become synonymous in the world of MMA for the past decade hail from Albuquerque, New Mexico. And after all these years, a gym upgrade is in full effect. Here now is Kenny Rice with the dynamic duo.
Boss and Ron, it's all shiny and new here at Jackson Wink. Yeah, that's the new name too, Jackson Wink. They even have a new logo. So some big changes have been made, but still at the heart of it all is the friendship of two men dating back to almost 20 years and the love they have for MMA. Greg Jackson, the ground specialist. Mike Winklejohn, the striking guru. They've always been a perfect complement.
I wouldn't even say friendship, like that's family to me. Like, I call him Big Bro, not because it's like, oh, he's literally my big bro. He looks out for me, he makes sure I don't do stupid stuff, which is a full-time job.
A bond that grew organically. Winklejohn had prepared to leave MMA to devote full-time to his construction business. But then,
I was gonna shut down, get out of it, because I'm doing good in construction. And I drove around the corner one day and his brand new school had my name on it. That's it, that's the day, and it won't ever change. You know, my name was on his school, he owned 100% of it, but he put my name on the school.
With Wink's building expertise, there was no hesitation to tackle a $3 million plus, 30,000 square foot building near downtown. 9,000 square feet devoted to the gym, a third larger than their old facility. And there's dormitories, a physical therapist on site, a sports psychologist set to move in, eventually a health food restaurant. It is certainly state-of-the-art with a purpose.
Now we've got 2 full-size cages. We've doubled into half our mat size. You just put a bunch of guys in a room and you're like, go at it. That's not gonna make sense, but if you have directed classes, the more variation you get to work with, the more you're gonna build your skill set.
Was there ever a time where you guys had any doubt that looking down the road that you were gonna have this great success and you would be able to have a 9,000 square foot gym?
I never thought I'd get here.
I never thought the sport was going to take off
No,
the
me
way
neither.
it did, you know. And
Well, that shoots down my whole question, doesn't it? See, I thought you always going to say,
What?
I had this dream and we went to work.
No, it was.
I've been watching it play out for years, and I knew it was going to get big. And I knew there was a way to go bigger than what we're doing. And but when the whole thing started, before the Ultimate Fighter with Diego Sanchez, who knew this whole sport was going to blow up the way it did?
As with everything, both personally and professionally, there's never been a disagreement during the process. You would have like a worse reality show.
It would be the most
Not the
boring
fighters,
one.
I'm talking about you two guys.
Oh, yeah,
It
we'd
would be the
suck. We'd be
boringest
boring.
thing. Yeah, it'd be like, oh, that makes sense. I'd be like, what about this? He'd be like, what about that? I'd be like, oh yeah, that makes sense. And that would be scene
that's it.
2.
No fun.
So it isn't exactly a reality series, but wait, the reality of it is the great fighters that come out of here. We'll talk more about that when we come back to Albuquerque later on. Back to the LA studio now in Ron and Boss.
All right, thanks, Kenny. Talk about talent. Here's the current roster at Jackson Wink. I mean, John Dodson, Cerrone, Arlovsky, Condit, Cub Swanson, Holly Holm. Come on, look at this. Is a who's who right here.
It is crazy.
Unbelievable set of fighters that are down there. And I was down there a few weeks ago for the Holly Holm press conference, and guys are coming from all around the world to stay in those dormitories. Cub Swanson was there. He was getting better as he comes back from injury, but from all around the world, Australia, South Africa, France, these fighters are using the website, and they're coming to Wink and Jackson's to train with the best.
And you just told me they even have little kitchens.
Yes.
So you go there, you got a
kitchens and
fridge
the
in the
dorm, you got it
kitchen.
all.
What more do you need? Oh, bed. That's about it.
The only thing I'm going to miss from the
and a
old
bag.
And a bed, yeah. The only thing I'm going to miss from the old gym is actually nothing.
And welcome back to Inside MMA. Kenny Rice here in Albuquerque. As we showed you earlier, the new Jackson Wink facility, and it is very impressive. But even with all the new trimmings inside, it still comes down to the heart of the fighter, and that esprit de corps has never left from the old gym.
We operated at a really a fantastic gym that produced great fighters, and it had that hardcore feel to it. So it's worked out. Our fighters are getting better. We have a whole bunch of fighters now that are at the top, and we want to continue that.
To show you our little fun project that we have on the side. It's our map of the whole world, and this is where we're at. And whenever new fighters come in, we have them stick a little pin.
They're approaching 100 fighters soon. Possibilities that a future champ is either here or on the way. And veteran or newcomer, they know that there is a respect level to be carried on. They kind of thinned the herd here is my guess. You know, I mean, if
It's a deep
if a
room.
bad person gets in this place and is causing a lot of trouble, I'm going to take a stab that your fighters might say something to them almost before any of you would have to.
Most likely. It's a deep room, too. I mean, you come in and you get humbled pretty quick. So if you're a jerk, you're not going to make it long here.
No, not at all. Not at all. So you just have to come in with no chips on your shoulder, leave your ego outside, learn, shake the guy's hand, and you know, go about your day.
Someone is always training for something. Holly Holm getting ready for her title fight against Ronda Rousey. Andrei Arlovsky continues his amazing comeback. And Carlos Condit back in training, getting ready for that title shot. But conspicuous by their absence is a former champ. What's the relationship with Jackson Wink and John Jones?
Well, we can't comment on it too much because it's ongoing. We believe in him, we support him, and yeah, outside of that, at least for my end, I'm not going to do
John is
anything.
working out. He's doing it. I mean, it wouldn't be good for him to do nothing in a situation. He's been coming in off and on and helping out. He helped Andrei Arlovsky out a lot with Travis Brown. So he comes in the gym, helps others. He's putting some time into it. He's been spending a little bit of time helping Holly out. But will he fight again? Who knows? You know, who knows? He's got to make sure he gets everything in place, and he's trying to do all the right things right now. And we're trying to support him and go forward because there's more important things in life than just fighting.
It is a big gym. It always has been and always will be too big for just one person because of the two men in charge. And of course, who knows, by the time I finish this statement, Mike will probably have added 2 or 3 more pens in there of fighters that continue to come to Jackson's. Ron and Boss, back to you in LA.
So true, Kenny. Just how many times can you fight for a title? Here's a look at the Jackson's Wink team and their itineraries. Man, Rousey versus Holm, Dos Anjos versus Cerrone, Lawler, Condit. Pretty solid stable of fighters.
I like that logo.
It's pretty cool. And the
pretty
gym
cool.
is amazing. It's a great facility.